What is going on, everybody? My name is Jordan. I'm still at TAB 2024. I'm having a blast figuring out all the different types of technology that is here. Grass Valley is always killing it. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
So just who are you? What do you do?
Hi, my name's Darby Marriott. So I work at Grass Valley as a solutions architect. And so here we're at the show showing off all the latest, coolest things with AMP. And one of the things we're showing is this new Maverik X, basically our latest production switcher, now native inside of AMP. So it basically leverages all the capabilities we had with AMP before as far as modular inputs, flexible switching architecture for routing around, and now leveraging our existing hardware control panels to be able to have a modular switcher, and it's really cool.
So you guys have a lot of different types of software solutions that you guys are doing specifically with AMP that are really incredible, sort of like a kind of choose your own adventure, if you will, of the different types of solution that you guys have. So you want to give us a quick overview of what you guys are doing in AMP?
Sure, yeah, let's take a look. Right, so inside of the AMP App Store, we have applications. So just as you're browsing inside of like your iPhone for iOS applications, you got the same experience here. We're able to go and look at the different outputs, inputs, in this case, production switching. Here we see Maverik X, so you can see exactly what's going on here. You can see the different versions, you get an explanation. And so let's download it and check it out. Inside of Maverik X, you can see this is a modular application. We can have the ability to go and custom configure all the attributes that comprise a production switcher, from our keyers to our different ME buses, the number of inputs and outputs. And this is all something that can be custom configured, deployed on a per production basis. And so it's really a matter of tailoring the requirements to fit their need. In this case, I can have this palette here to select from different templates. This gives me the capability, at least a starting point, of discovering what it is inside of this production switcher that I'm going to need. And then from there, I can go in and go input by input, selecting the different inputs, the different attributes of that. So it can become very unique to what you need to do. But again, you have a great starting point from building upon. And then you've also, again, got the physical aspect of it. So the production panel within this capability of having a soft panel with the adjunct hardware panel. This means that you get the same user experience, tactile user inputs, but then also if you need to expand your capabilities. So you're doing a production, you need another ME stripe. It's easy enough just to add an additional panel into the application, and then your operators are having the ability to go and augment that show and then spin it down when it's no longer necessary.
So it sounds like you guys are really doing lots of cool things that allow you to be able to sort of, again, choose your own adventure in the way of what types of solutions your particular production really needs. Where are you seeing this work in the way of use cases? I mean, I'm assuming sports. I'm seeing a bunch of sports all over this, but where are you really seeing this being utilized a lot?
Yes, I mean, we see this, obviously we have a customer base that is obviously really gung-ho on our products as far as, using traditional production switchers. Where we see this is expanding their ecosystem, right? So this gives them the ability to expand, whereas before, yes, it's going to be maybe a heavier lift with a traditional type of switcher. This gives them the ability to go and say, let me try this out, expand into an area that may not have had the budget to go and experience with that same full experience. And now, okay, they can start to try it out. If they need to expand it, it's really just a button click away and they can expand how they're doing their operations. And then same thing from the small side. So being able to have a smaller entry level type of solution gives them the ability to have the big boy features without the big boy price. So that's really kind of the both ends of the spectrum can kind of meet in the middle, and neither one are locked into a single solution.
I love that. And I think that's a really cool ideology to be able to say that it's like, hey, so in the past, it's basically been, and it's like, if you don't have that, as you say, that big boy budget, then you're not getting big boy functionality. And even that notwithstanding, even if you might say, well, I might be able to buy the lowest end, but I can't buy, I want to buy into a platform, but it's like, I don't have the upwards trajectory right now to be able to get to that platform eventually. This way, I love the fact that it allows people to be able to say, hey, let me just get into the grass sort of ecosystem now. What I can afford to be able to put in now, I can, instead of having to say, just like, well, if you don't have, $250,000 for startup costs, then you can't touch any of our hardware. This gives you tried and true, battle tested, it's been around forever type of software, all of your pedigree, but in a package that people can actually afford and be able to do, which is great. That's awesome. And would you say that this is a pretty modular, being able to build out sort of the way that you want to and build up as well?
It's infinitely modular. I think that's the cool thing, is like you hit the nail on the head as far as like if you're looking to go and invest into something, this is the platform to do it on because you're never restricted.
Yeah.
And I think there's so many gateways into it. So it's like, oh, I need a switcher. That can be your gateway into a lot of the larger ecosystem. Or it's like, I just need a monitoring application. I just need an additional audio mixer. So many different ways we see our customers kind of being introduced into this, and they find all sorts of benefits once they're into the platform, saying like, hey, I didn't know it could do this. And I just was in the App Store. I discovered this app. And all of a sudden, I just light that thing up and away and we go. And the other cool thing is we're constantly adding new applications, whether it be a JB native application or a third-party application, as we bring other partners on board, and they can also build into this AMP ecosystem. So you can then do the best of breed shopping right inside the AMP app platform.
That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing all of this with everything. I mean, it's incredible that you guys are thinking about all different levels of production. Sometimes, like I said, again, it could be sort of disheartening for smaller productions. So they're like, we want to produce at the highest end, and it's like, and we know that solutions like Grass is going to be the highest end, but sometimes it's too difficult to just push over to that edge to be able to do it. So I love the fact that you're sort of saying that it's like, we just want people to come into the Grass family and we'll take care of you. I think that's a great way of doing it. So that's awesome. So if you have any questions of how to get your hands on this or other Grass Valley products, don't hesitate to call your JB&A representative. They would be happy to assist, get you taken care of. My name is Jordan. I'm still at TAAB 2024. I will catch you on the next one.